So I watched the new Madam Web movie, and it's not that bad.
Not bad, but not good.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's not the best movie of 2024, but I don't think it would hurt to watch.
Oh, what the hell? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works.
Let's start off with the plot. The first half of the movie, in my opinion, was not bad. It basically starts off giving you a look into Cassie's life and tells you how she discovers that she got her powers and her having a hard time trying to figure out what's going on, and then her trying to figure out how to use her powers. Yes, the plot was predictable, but that was not the worst of it. The issue came at the end when you realize that the entire movie was just about Ezekiel trying to kill the three girls and Madam Web trying to protect them, which technically that is what the movie was described to be about, but I would have expected there to be some major plot twist, or at least something that would have shocked me, or something that I didn't see coming. But the irony of this is that I saw everything coming, just like Madam Web herself.
You're showing off.
Maybe a little.
The movie did feel a bit slow, especially after Cassie got her powers, and now trying to protect the girls. After that, nothing major happened, nor nothing was said that we didn't already know, or that we didn't already guessed. This is where I think the movie really lost me. Ezekiel does not know when his vision takes place, and the movie did not explain the connection between the three girls and Madam Web. Maybe it did and I didn't see it, but are they random girls that are just gonna get powers, or are they like secretly related to Madam Web, or Ezekiel, or even Peter Parker? I did not understand that connection. In the movie, they all knew each other by Cassie saving Julia's mum, Anya and Cassie living in the same building, and Maddie flipping off Cassie once. But that would still just make them three random girls that had random interactions with Cassie. If you know, leave it down in the comment section below. After Cassie realized that she had these powers, and that Ezekiel was trying to kill the three girls, all that happened after that was banter between these three girls. The relationships in this movie kind of felt rushed between Madam Web and the three girls. The awkwardness and confusion that they had when they first met completely disappeared in like 2 minutes, and out of nowhere, they suddenly felt like family fighting and not for complete strangers. The only big moments in this movie comes when she gets a vision about the girls getting attacked and then goes to save them. Even when she went back to the jungle to learn more about her mum and the spider people, it still did not feel like a big reveal moment, because everything he told her and everything she learned, I think we already knew just by watching the movie. What did surprise me a bit was when she discovered why her mum went looking for the spider people, and that was because she had a disease and her mum was trying to find a cure.
Guys, you live in my building.
You're the paramedic. Yeah, you almost ran me over.
Some of the dialogue in this movie was also a bit cringe. Some of these lines felt like lines you'd hear in every superhero movie out there. And sometimes I think there was a lack of emotion through some of the characters. I also thought that based on the trailer, we would have seen the girls in their super suits and using their powers, but that was not the case in this movie. I was like an hour and 30 minutes in and wondering where the super suits were or when they're gonna get their powers, but I'm guessing they're leaving that for a potential sequel. Fingers crossed. The fighting in this movie were not the best thing you've seen before, but they weren't bad, and when you think about it, I would say that this movie was packed with action because there was a lot going on, and he did try to kill them multiple times. Seeing that Madam Web was not a professional martial arts person, and the three girls, except for Julia, didn't know any form of martial arts, it made sense why there were no hand-to-hand combat in this movie, and none of the girls had any spider powers yet, so there would be no physical fighting happening just yet. On the bright side, some of the best moments of the film comes with Isabella Merced, Sydney Sweeney, and Celeste O'Connor. The dynamic between these three girls were the best part of the film in my opinion. But the thing I hated the most in this movie was the villain. The villain was boring. There was nothing to him, nothing scary, nothing interesting. He had no story. And I get this isn't a movie about his villain origin, but sometimes it felt like he was just there. The only time we really see him on screen is when he's trying to take out the three girls, and that's the only time he's like on screen doing something that totally makes sense to the plot of the movie.
Let's try that again.
The reason why I say this movie isn't that bad is because I think they made it and changed a lot with the intention of making a sequel. For example, when Ezekiel had his vision about his death, we saw the girls being the ones who killed him. I thought that we would have seen that scene in the movie, but that was not a part of it, which could only mean they wanted to make that a part of a second movie, if there will be a sequel. So if you're going to watch this movie, just keep in mind that you're not going to see everything you expected to see, because that might just be in the sequel. So, overall, the movie was not that bad, but I would suggest you watch it and make your own opinions about it, but don't go in expecting a blockbuster, Marvel, Avengers type movie, because this is not what that is. This is a slow-paced movie, and I think they were trying to save a lot for a potential sequel, and trying to play into the idea of we haven't seen the future yet, so I think that's why the movie is a bit slow and might be a bit confusing at times.
I don't understand what's happening. I've been having visions. I think I'm seeing the future.
Now that you've heard our opinions on the movie, let us know what you think down in the comment section below.